Hello guys, today we are going to see in action this Spyderco knife. This is a Paramilitary 2 model, and I have this knife for almost a year now. This knife is made this blade is made in a really good steel, GPM S30V, and it's made in the United States. The quality of this knife is really good. I'm not talking about the edge, but the construction quality of this knife is really good. Not only you have the stainless steel structure and the body of the knife covered by the handle in a G10, and you can't see the steel all around, you see. Only if you look inside the knife you can see the steel here inside. So it's really good quality. Then the construction is really good. I have many other Spyderco models, but this knife, you see the blade is locked in every position, while other knives you can see the blade it's pushed on a side by the lock mechanism. And talking about that, you have this type of mechanism that is really good. Instead of having the usual type of mechanism here on the thumb, you have this here, which is in my opinion better than the other in this position. And even if you forget the thumb here and you leave, you see, you can't cut your finger. And it snap out really good, as you can see. Also the grip of this handle is in G10, and it's very grippy, instead of the tenacious, for example, that is not so good, the G10. I don't know why, but this handle is more grippy. It's better. It's also lighter, I guess. You can put the clip in the 4 position as usual, and then you have this big hole for the lanyard if you like to use that. Now let's make some feathers with this knife. To be honest with you, making feather sticks is not much a question of a knife. It's more a problem of the edge of the knife. You can make a good edge in every knife. The real difference is how long the blade will keep the edge. And I can tell you, after a year of use of this knife, that the quality of this steel make a real difference, because keeps the edge really well for a long time. The V-edge of the foldable knives is not perfect to make feather sticks much better as candy, or at least a convex edge, to make good feather sticks. But as you can see, if you want to make good feather sticks, you can do it. I've made the edge of this knife with a waterstone, Japanese waterstones, and as you can see is a mirror edge. And as I said, it keeps this edge really well. You have only to strop it on the leather. As you can see, this knife is perfect for the use of camping, bushcraft, and every other use. Obviously it's not made for bushcraft, so it's not made to batoon it or to abuse it. The thickness of the blade is not enough, especially on the tip, to take the job of bushcraft in intense use. Especially if you are going to stay in the out for many days, you better have with you a knife fixed blade like this, for many reasons that we have talking about many times. Anyway, you can take this with you for a day trip, and it's really lightweight. You can also use it as a everyday carry, even if for me is too long, the blade and the knife, to carry it every day in my pocket. But you can use it, and I can tell you that the difference between many other models that are much cheaper is a good difference. The meaning is that if you buy tenacious, for example, that it's similar in the shape and in the length of the blade, you are not going to regret it, because it's really a good knife, and the steel is good enough to take care of making feather sticks and other stuff, as long as you sharpen it every while. But the real difference is in the construction. This is really better in construction. As I said, I'm not saying you can't use it tenacious without regret, but this is better, much better. Also the holes, the typical Spyderco holes, is much bigger in this, so it's easier to use it. I have only to work a little to get used to this lock mechanism, because it's different, but after a while you will use it with no problem. Also, you have the jimping here and here. If you want to use in this way, I don't like to use the knife in this way, but sometimes for example to cut an apple, you can use it that way. And this knife is so sharp that is perfect for this type of use. Just pay attention to your fingers. Even if the spine of the knife is not perfectly 90 degree, can be used to start a fire with a ferro rod. After this use, you just have to use the ladder a few times. This is really a small piece of leather, but it works on the field. And as you can see, the edges, it's like new. In conclusion, this is a really beautiful knife, and even if it's expensive, you can bring it with you for all your life if you treat it well, and it won't let you down ever, I guess. Or at least this is my experience with it. This short video about this beautiful knife wasn't meant to be a real review of the knife. It's just my impression after an year of use of this beautiful knife, perfectly made. I leave you with this beautiful landscape. See you soon, guys.